what should like Africans in diaspora engage in? What are those things? Can we like discuss into those things we can do to make life easier for ourselves?
Um, I would say what if obviously the context of this burnout is the is the displacement from your typical African experience. That's obviously what is causing you to burn out more. The fact that you're not growing up in the climate, or you're not living in the climate you're used to, you're not around the people you're used to, you're not around the culture you're used to, you're not around the technology you're used to, you're not around everything that you're used to.
Yeah.
Then having the regular routine practice, back to that religion thing, of things that is positive from what you're used to will be good. So let's say if the things that were positive was you used to go to African parties, or you have this kind of things we do, this African setting conversations where people are just chopping it up on the table, or if it's eating African food, whatever it is, you need to remind yourself to always make out time to do those things. Whether it's watching African movies, listening to African music, anything that gives you that respite from the non-typical African experience that you're currently experiencing, then you need to remember to go back to those things that are positive and always keep it routinely in your pattern in order to help you recharge and prevent burnout. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very valid, and it's very important to emphasize that I don't think anyone can live happily or survive life in the right way without having a routine.
Yeah.
Routines are very important. Like you have to know the time to wake up, you have to know the time to sleep. It's not like you have to do it every day, but you have to train your brain in such a way that it knows the right time to do stuff. You have
Yeah.
to, you have to. I personally built a routine around sports, around the time to meditate, the time to walk, the time to sleep. It's not like I always do these things, but the fact that my brain knows that this is what we should be doing right now, this is not what we should be doing, probably helps me to go about my daily life a lot easier.
Yeah.
I used to play, I used to engage in a lot of sports back home, and now here I made sure to like reintegrate it back into my life, which is why I think a lot of people are missing. There are a lot of things they really care about, they used to do back home, but because they are here, just throw it away and try to integrate into new things in life super fast. You could probably do it in like 10 years, easily transit into this new way of life, but just waking up one day and saying, "Oh, I used to do this for 20 years. Now I don't want to do it any longer. I want to just do that." Is probably not going to work out. Most times doesn't work out.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they say the brain is a slave to repetition. So repeated activities is optimal for the way the brain works. So if you come out of a pattern of repeated activity, let's say, like you say, you've been doing something for 10 years, 20 years, and then all of a sudden you just think you want to stop, it's going to be very difficult to do that. So, and also, if you think you're just going to be successful or productive, but living in an unstructured way, like a non-routine way, it's not going to work because your brain needs that repetition. Your brain needs that continuous, repeated levels of activity. So, yeah, it is optimal and very essential and important to have routines for yourself, like just things you do. But make sure your routine covers the things you need to do and the things that
Happy to do.
you're happy to. That's a very
Yeah.
great way of putting it. The things you need to do and the things you're happy to do, because that's the way to keep that nice balance and avoid burnout. So
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
makes it
yeah.
funny. You probably should find a balance between, probably the things that make you look healthy and that you are happy doing. Maybe you just enjoy playing dodgeball or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not, I'm happy to just eat and sleep in the in the house.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, yeah,
yeah.
once in a while you can have a day where you do eat and do sleep, because if the brain is a slave to repetition, having one off kind of um, one anomalous situation wouldn't throw your
Yeah,
brain
yeah.
out of sync. So if you, let's say, you've got into the habit of working out, eating right, doing all those things 6 days a week, and that's your routine. But one of the days you do the thing you're happy to do, which is sleep and eat, I don't think that's gonna put you in a problematic situation.
Right.
So your brain wouldn't non-function on that. So it is important to do add those things that you're happy to do in your routine and in your
Right.
schedule.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah,
So long as the balance is kept,
yeah,
so
it
on and
has
so
to be
forth.
kept,
Yeah.
and you have to be honest, responsible, and accountable to yourself because it's up to you to do it. Like no one else is. If you're thinking someone is gonna force it on you, it's not gonna happen. That's something that you just have to do. We are the only ones that are truly responsible to take care of our minds. Some people can help, but it's not their responsibility. So
Mm.
if you don't take care of it, it won't take care of itself. Not like it's just gonna phase out. So yeah, you need to definitely take that serious, take that on board.